In this lecture, students, we are going to study branch instructions in 8051 microcontroller. We have seen unconditional branch instructions in the previous lecture. Those are A jump, S jump, and L jump. Okay, short jump, absolute jump, and long jump we have seen. So, how long the program counter can be changed, that is decided by these three instructions. Okay, means what is the difference between the uh, branch address and the current address, that is decided in the branch in the that these three instructions. So short jump means very small address is considered within 256 bytes. Okay, and therefore the length of the instruction is also small. Absolute jump, length of the instruction is long, but the distance is also increased. And the third one is long jump. In the long jump, the length of the instruction is long, but you can have jump anywhere within the 64 kilobytes. Okay. Then we are going to the next type, conditional jump instructions. So this is the set of conditional jump instructions. So out of that, you can see that for first uh, 7 instructions, we are having J common there. Okay, so that J stands for jump. Okay, for the last two also jump is there, but there is additional work done in the these two instructions. Okay, so this is another category present there, but these are some typical jump instructions present in the 8051 microcontroller. All these are conditional jump instructions. Conditional jump instruction is like if loop, if else. Okay, so you are writing the if else loop in the C programming. You are writing the jump instructions in assembly language. Okay, so here you are checking different conditions before actually executing the jump in the program. Okay, for example, the first instruction is JZ. JZ is jump if accumulator is 0. Okay, like that, you are having the other instructions as JNZ, JC, JNC, JB, JNB, JBC, CJNE, DJNZ. Okay, JZ is jump if accumulator is 0. This is the first instruction. JZ is nothing but jump if accumulator is 0. JNZ, jump if accumulator is not 0. JC, jump if carry. JNC, jump if no carry. JB, jump if bit is set. JNB, jump if bit is not set. JBC, jump if bit is set and clear the bit. CJNE, compare and jump if not equal. CJNE, compare and jump if not equal. DJNZ, decrement and jump if not 0. Okay. So the first is JZ. Okay. It uses the given address as an offset to the executing address and transfers the control to the new address if the value in the accumulator is 0. Okay, if the value in the accumulator is 0. For example, here I will write some instructions and I will explain you how it works. Okay, so here my first instruction is, just a minute, I will open the notepad and I will share with you that window. Okay, so here I am writing the instructions there. Mm, the instruction is BC BC A, okay, and JNZ to back, okay. So here back is the label. Now what you can see here is this first instruction DCA will decrement the contents of the accumulator by 1. So it will be, this instruction is like A is equal to A minus 1. Okay, and then you are having the next instruction as jump to label back if A is equal to 0. So it will check the condition A is equal to 0. What is the condition? A is equal to, sorry, A is not equal to 0. Okay, A is not equal to 0. So if A is not equal to 0, it will be jump. Or I can say that if it is JZ, then if jump is equal to 0. Okay, we will go to the once again the presentation and I will show you what is J and Z. So like that you can use any instruction there. This is the JZ, jump if 0. Where if the accumulator is 0, it will jump to the new address. And the next one is J and Z. So now here, this is very important, J and Z. It uses the given address as an offset to the executing address and transfers the control to the new address if the value in the accumulator is not equal to 0. The value in the accumulator is not equal to 0. The maximum range is 256 bytes. ओके, म्हणजे तुम्ही खूप प्रोग्राम मध्ये मूव्ह करू शकत नाही या इन्स्ट्रक्शन. यू आर हॅव्हिंग सर्टन लिमिटेशन्स because these are conditional jump instructions. Okay, so what this instruction does, it will check the contents of the accumulator. If the accumulator is not 0, it will jump to the given address. It will jump to the given address, and that is the same thing I have shown you in case of that program code. Small program code we have seen here. Okay, so for that you are using the jump instruction JNZ. Okay, so this is the code we are having. First instruction is DCA, so that will decrement accumulator by 1, and JNZ back. This instruction will go to the back label, that is previous instruction, until the content of the program counter are equal to 0. म्हणजे प्रोग्राम काउंटरचे कंटेंट जोपर्यंत 0 होत नाही तोपर्यंत ह्या दोन्ही इन्स्ट्रक्शन्स एक्झिक्यूट होत राहणार. Okay, so I will give you the example how this instruction works. How this instruction works in the Kyle window. I will show you the actual execution there. Okay, I'm opening the Kyle window there, and here I'm opening the program, and in that program I will show you okay. I'm sharing with you the Kyle window where I will show you the execution of the program there. Okay. So for the JNZ instruction, we are writing the program. Okay, so now I will share with you the window for the Kyle, and we will see the execution of all the instructions one by one. Okay, so here I'm making the regular changes here. org 0x00 normal code we are writing there as jump to main. And again we will go back to the, we have already seen yesterday sjump instruction 0x30, and here we are having the main label. Okay, and then move a comma 10 just for our hash 10. So it will load the number 10 in the accumulator, and then after that I am writing these instructions. I'm just decrementing the contents of the accumulator. Only thing is here, along with that I am also using JNZ instruction. So what it does, it will jump to this location back label again and again until accumulator contents are not 0. So this is given in this label. I hope it is visible to you. Okay, just go through the program. I'm adding the existing file. After completing it, we will go to the debug mode. In the debug mode, we will see its output. So here I'm including the ASM file, our source file JNZ. So add it, build it. Okay, end statement is missing. There is one warning. I will add the end statement. Okay, no errors, no warnings. Debug the program. Okay, now we will check the contents of the program counter along with the accumulator. So on the left hand side you are having the register window, on the right hand side you are having the program. Arrow is giving us the actual location which instruction is executed there. As well as above the program you are having the disassembly window there, which is also showing you the track of the program. So C colon 0x00, this is the content of the program counter here. Okay, this is the content of the program counter, and then I will go on executing the program. So now it will jump to the location 30 because we have given org 0x30, and sjump to main means it will load the program counter with 30 where your program is written. First instruction is a is equal to 0x0a. It will take 2 bytes, so 30 and 31, and the program counter is pointing to the next instruction 32. So first accumulator, as we are doing the single stepping, accumulator is loaded with the number 10, that is A. Okay, now you can see the address is 0A. Okay, and then we are having, this is the backward jump, remember, decrement A, and once again it will come to the, so now the control is at 33, program counter contains 33. Now because we have given there J and Z, it will jump back to again 32. Okay, you can see from 33, 34. Here you can check the contents of the program counter. The program counter contents are now 32. It is changed to 33. Again it will come back to the 32, 33. It will always switch from 32 to 33. Okay, until the contents of the program counter accumulator are not 0. Okay, now accumulator is 0, 1. This is the last time it will jump because till the condition is true. Jump if not 0. Okay, A is not 0. Still A is not 0, so it will jump. Okay, so every time it is changing from 33 to 32. Here you can see the contents of the program counter. Okay, now once it becomes 0, now the content of the program counter are 35, means it will go to the next instruction. Okay, so it will go to the next instruction and it will go on executing. Then after 35 it will become, it is giving you the error there, access violation. Okay, or in a real case, in actual controller it will go on executing the things randomly. Okay, so remember here you have to be careful about how you write the code. Okay, so JNZ will always check the condition if accumulator is not 0. If accumulator is not 0, it will jump to the given label. Okay, it will jump to the given label and then it will go on executing the program there. So this is the first instruction we have seen, one instruction we have seen for the conditional branch instruction. Okay, now I will give you the details of all the remaining types of the instructions through the PPT. So again, we will switch back to the slideshow. Okay, so we have seen JZ instruction, jump if 0. Okay, then jump if not 0, which will check the accumulator. If accumulator is not 0, then it will jump to the given address. Then these are the other instructions. Jump if carry. The remaining description is same. Only thing is it will check if the carry flag is set. Okay, jump if the carry flag is set. Then jump if the carry flag is cleared. Okay, JC is jump if the carry flag is set. JNC is the jump if the carry flag is cleared. JB, jump on bit. Okay, jump if the specified bit is set. You can go for any bit. JB. JNB, jump if the specified bit is cleared. Okay, JB is jump on bit. JNB is jump if the specified bit is cleared. Any addressable bit can be specified. Here also, any addressable bit can be specified. Okay, so we have seen JZ, JNZ, JC, JNC, JB, JNB. And the last one is JBC. Now this is slightly different thing. It is similar to JB. Jump if the bit is set. Okay, it is similar to the JB, but along with that, it is doing one additional part there. The additional part is it will clear the bit. The additional part is it will clear the bit. Jump if the specified bit is set and then clear the bit. Jump if the specified bit is set and then clear the bit. That is the condition set in the JBC instruction. Jump if bit and then clear it. Okay. Next two also I will give you. The first one is CJNE. CJNE is compare and jump if not equal. Compare and jump if not equal. So you have to always remember what is the full form of the alphabets used in the instruction. So you are having C, C means compare, J means jump, N means not, E means equal. What this instruction does, it is doing the two tasks. First, it will perform the comparison. Second task, it will perform the jump instruction. So what comparison it does? This instruction compares the data stored in the accumulator. So the first operand is definitely the accumulator. Second operand, here it is given as direct address, but that can be register, that can be immediate number, anything you can compare with the accumulator. And if the accumulator is not equal, then it will jump. If the accumulator is not equal, then it will jump. So this is more good if you are going for a particular counter there. Okay, if the values are the same, then the control is transferred to the relative address. Okay, if the values are the same, then the control is transferred to the relative, sorry, the values should not be equal, then only it will jump. Okay, so here different options are given. Compare and jump if not equal, A with direct address, A with immediate data. Then Rn, any register with immediate address and indirect address with immediate data. Okay, so with immediate data, you can either compare accumulator, any register, or any memory location. For example, I can have C, J, and E, A, comma, okay, sorry, I have to clear that. Okay, once again, I will try to write there R0, Okay, up. What is up now? Up is the label. Once again, it is giving me the trouble. Okay, I think it cannot be clear. Up. I will try to write it once again. This is up. You consider this as the up. Okay, what is up? Up is the label. This is just one label. So it will compare the values of A. So it will compare A and R0. Okay, if A is greater than or less than R0, only condition is both should not be equal. Then it will jump to the given address, that is relative address. That is nothing but compare and jump if not equal. Okay, this is C, J, and E. One more thing I will tell you and we will stop here. D, J, and Z. It is nothing but decrement and jump if not 0. Okay, this instruction is used for looping in 8051. It decrements the value stored at the given address and jumps to the relative address till the value in the address is not 0. Okay, like D, J, sorry, D, J, N, Z. D, J, and Z are 0 to repeat. What it does, it will decrement R0 by 1. It is more easy to perform the loop operation using this instruction. So R0 is decremented by 1 every time, and if it is not 0, the instructions are repeated. Okay, so like that, DJNZ and CJNE works. Okay, so